What's up, family? CT 101. We're going to be examining the divide with the ICE shooting of Renee Nicole Good, 37, from Kansas, Missouri. I'm going to put this up right up front. An article just posted today with her significant other or her wife said that it's her fault. That was her wife. I'm assuming that was her wife in a video trying to get into the passenger seat. The short lady with the camera and the sunglasses. The contrast with this shooting, of course, we have people saying they're only showing one video, one angle. The cop didn't run, she didn't run the cop over, or they're framing the narrative as the cop was just being trigger happy. And I have two separate videos, two different angles that shows the third officer, ICE agent, was already in front of the car when she took off. That was before the other two got out the Ram truck and ran up to her car, told her, get the F out the car. And once she pulls off and catch the gunshots, the third agent comes from around towards the left of the frame. And it's also another video out there showing the ICE agent body cam showing him getting hit with the car, knocked down. Then you have other people saying that it was a bad shoot because the guy positioned himself, whatever. And with Renee allegedly, according to articles, being a paid professional activist who trained and led convoys to disrupt lawful immigration operations. Stop. Minnesota. I'm not making this up. I didn't experience it, but I heard plenty of black people state at a certain time in the 90s, they were told, when moving up to Minnesota, they were told to turn around and go back home. If you were homeless or whatever, took a bus up there, they'd give you another bus ticket till you go back to Chicago. But we have over $1 billion in fraud from Somalians that at first they started prosecuting them before 2015 that led to the cash on the airplane. And I'm just giving you the background of the political and social structure of Minnesota. The Somalians were wiring money. They got in trouble. They were wiring money to the UAE, United Arab Emirates. They got in trouble. Then they started flying it over in person, having a money courier. But the money was still coming from the daycare center. Some got prosecuted, but then it expanded and the fraud increased. But the prosecution and surveillance stopped. Okay, so fast forward to George Floyd. Everybody, he's saying he's a piece of crap, he's a criminal, he deserved to die. Then you get Candace Owens. He OD'd. And right after that same summer, a young man named Daunte Wright was shot by a Brooklyn Center cop named Kimberly Potter. And everybody was saying Daunte was a piece of crap. He was as if he deserved to die like George Floyd. Like white people are not pieces of crap. So the same rule that white people project, it's a boomerang, comes back on them. Now, I can say that, what's her name? Renee Nicole is that, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm bigger than that. But I'm setting the social standard, scenario, and philosophy of the people in politics of that state, and particularly Minneapolis. We know what happened with Renee, but with Daunte, he was the young man. He could have been 19 or whatever, something like that. He had a warrant. He was living at his parents' house, but yet he had a warrant. Nobody came to his parents' house looking for him. He didn't have his day in court. So we can't just Jim Crow, metaphorically, lynch him because he had a warrant. Let him have his day in court. He was driving with his girlfriend. Cops pull him over in Brooklyn Center. They had a rookie cop, some black guy. He was a cop like way out north or northwestern Minnesota, where you're not gonna get the crime from a populated urban area consisting of blacks, foreigners, whites, foreign whites, etc. Not just black people. He just wasn't used to it. She's training him. She's a trainer. This black cop pulls Daunte out, puts him right in front of the door to arrest him. Anybody that has been pulled over in any city know the cops take you to the hood of the trunk. So Daunte apparently senses this dude is a lame, wiggles away. He ain't even in handcuffs yet. He wiggles away, and Daunte is probably 5'7", 100 and some change. This dude is at least 5'9", and way much more than him. And he just tells him, don't do it, don't do it. So Daunte gets in the car, and the cop that shot him, Kim Potter, let me make sure that's her name. Yeah, Kimberly Potter. The door is open. The door is still open. Then it's another cop, some middle-aged white dude, on the passenger side. His keys are still in the ignition. So Daunte gets in the driver's seat, door still open. Kimberly yells out, "Taser, taser," and pulls out her Glock. Shoots him, Daunte, right in the chest. If the other cop the third cop was on the passenger side, he could have reached over the girlfriend and snatched the keys out. Or through the car and park, basically just snatched the keys out the ignition. While the black cop could have done the same. If he was too scary, he then could have pulled Daunte out the car. How are you with a trainer and everything goes to hell? So she gets arrested, but before she gets arrested, they have video of the cop, the white cop, and Kimberly, the trainer, going through their story. Well, say it's this, or you could say it's that, or whatever. When she gets arrested, all the white folks were heartbroken. Oh, he's a piece of crap or whatever. So, once she shot him in the chest, he pulls off. But he died while driving and crashed head on into an older white couple. These are senior citizens, like in their 70s or whatever. And they're hurt. They had to go to the hospital. What the cops do, they don't even attend to them. They basically ignore them while they're getting their story together. That's a lawsuit right there. So with that, that's the belief. That's what's spoken when that happens to a black man, woman in Minnesota by the police. So with this lady, why are they protesting going out of state to protest and obstruct ICE agents for doing their job. If you on the list, if you're an illegal, basically you got it made. You got it better than black people because you're going to get the social services and still work. You're going to get the tax refund. You could claim your kids from out the country and still work. You could take that less than minimum wage, under the table cash, but you're going to make it up in welfare and tax refunds. But when the president pulls your card, you got to honor that. That's how the game go. Like if a black person selling drugs and they just either get caught by indictment or in the sting, they pulled your card, you got caught. You already know what comes with that. You don't do your time, and then that's that. Everybody want to protest when it's time for an illegal alien to get deported. And it's not just an illegal alien doing their job. A lot of illegal aliens committing felonies. DUIs, hit and runs, rapes, murders, robberies. But they're a benefit to the service industry. That's a whole different conversation. But the point is, this reminds me of a scenario of the Daunte Wright shooting, just reversed the gender and race. From male to female, white to black. That's the point right there. So, in conclusion, who is paying for these protesters? Because it was shown to be organic, when in reality it's not. But the media tends to have an influence on pulling strings of people's hearts and minds, because obviously people can't analyze and think for themselves on a large spectrum. The media knows this. The tech company knows this. Do you think they're going to be the advocates of America? I think not. They're going to be the advocates of expanding their technology to expand the mind control. And people talk about chips and things in your brain scans and through phones. Do they need a brain scan? Do they need a chip in your head to show you something over and over again to tell you this is what you believe? No. They just need more exposure. They just need more advertising. They don't care about the fact that an ICE agent that was doing his job, that's his job. He's not obligated to show his face. Just like an undercover federal DEA agent or cop. They're not obligated to show their face. That's why they blur it out on TV. He was an undercover cop. You're not going to see his face either. Undercover Fed. You're not going to see his face. Same thing applies here. They just need you to believe and act. Be impulsive on what they show you. That's the message. When the story first comes out and they show that half a video, no. Wait and see what happened. Wait for the real story. Wait for the whole complete truth. The whole complete video. Because ain't no video just from one angle on the street with an incident like that. It's not. That's the message. That's straight from the heart. Peace. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Yes,